Hi, Kurt Grossmith here again, and I'm here to talk to you on the second video about leadership. So in the first video I spoke to you about how to become a leader you need to step up to be the somebody of the hour. And this is an important step in your journey to become a leader, because at that moment, in that moment of passion or anger or frustration, or you're just inspired to step up and to choose to be somebody. At that moment, you're showing who you really are. And unfortunately, for a lot of times, we hide that part of our personality, right? For 95% of the time, we choose to sit back in the background and not step up to be somebody. So at that moment, when you stepped up and said, I'll do it, I'll be somebody, you are showing who the real you are. That's at that moment, that's the part of you that wants to be a leader, wants to be better than what you are, and wants to move on and basically succeed. So my question to you is, why do we hide for the most of the time who we really are? And it's just these moments that we actually step to the fore. And I think it's to do with what we call in Australia the tall poppy syndrome. Okay, so this is a cultural thing that that Australians and New Zealanders will understand, and perhaps it's called something else somewhere in the world, where people are mocked for wanting to be better than they are, to succeed, to do well, to aspire to be their heroes. It's quite ironic that in our society that we hold people in sport, people in business, people in our communities, up on pedestals, as heroes and people that do things, and we love them because they're leading the way, and we can be inspired by them. But I mean, the tall poppy syndrome that is fairly prevalent, and I've experienced it myself. Really, it puts to the normal person, or not so much normal person, but the individual, who do you think you are in actually wanting to be like your heroes, like these people that inspire you? It's quite often this sort of message is coming from your closest friends, even your family, who will tell you, look, don't try and be like that. Just be happy with where you are and what you're doing. And you've got to ask yourself a question: why do they do that? I mean, personally, I think firstly it might be a little bit of fear, fear for you that you might fail. But I mean, life is around, to succeed in life, you need to fail to succeed. It's just fundamental. People don't grasp that concept. But really, I think the reason that they, tend to try to pull you back or keep you back, it's not so much fear that you might fail, it's fear that you might succeed. Think about that for a moment. They're telling you to not try, to not be better, not be like the heroes that you venerate, and not to try and succeed. But the fear could very well be generated because they're afraid that you'll succeed and show them up for their lack of success. And it's really, really something to think about. I mean, because like I say, the other irony in all this is the people that we want to be like, the heroes, in business, in sport, in our communities. If you were to find out, where they came from, read some of their stories, even talk to them about where they came from, what they did to become who they are, you'll find that in a lot of circumstances they were in a worse situation than you were. They had to rise up from a situation that is far worse than where you are, and overcome difficulties to become who they are. So why shouldn't you want to do that? Why shouldn't you want to be like these people? The thing is, when you chose to be somebody, right, and step up to be a leader, that's a spark that's showing who you really are. That's your passion. But a lot of the times we just retreat back to the 95%, right? Because we've had that flash, and then people will tell us not to do this out of fear, and you retreat and become normal, and accept it as you normally do. The thing to do in your next step to be a leader is to take that spark of passion or anger or whatever it was that made you want to step up, and you need to feed it. You need to find out about the people that you want to be like. You need to educate. You need to feed that spark. And feed that spark. Feed that spark until it becomes a fire. Feed the fire and it becomes a blaze. So, finally you get a beacon, like a light in your eyes of where you want to be, and you will not look back, and you'll not listen to the people who are telling you you can't do it. You need to step up and become somebody, and then you need to feed that passion, feed that desire to become somebody. So I guess my message for today is take that feeling, those emotions that you felt because it feels so good to step up and actually say, I want to be somebody, I want to do something. Take that, feed it, educate yourself, learn, become better, and choose to be the tall poppy. That's my message for the day. Choose to be the tall poppy. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for allowing me to share with you, and hopefully you'll come back and listen to my next video in this series. Thank you very much. In prosperity and success, my name is Kurt Rossmith. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.